What is up, y'all? This is another episode of I'm Almost Joking podcast. Welcome back. I am one half of the Disrespectful Collective, Craig Smith, a.k.a. Sincere Life. I am not having a seizure because I am here with...
It's your boy Queese, a.k.a. Dash. We here for episode 53, and I just realized, man, I ain't got no player in this 53.
I know, right? You got to start going to football when you get up to the high numbers. That's why they call them football numbers.
I'm finna find one on football players
with 53.
Straight up, let's see if we can get a quick.
We way too late for all of that, man.
Yeah, it's over with. Oh, Bill Roman. Oh, why would I say him? Forget Bill Romanowski. He was racist. I ain't saying him.
Oh, I didn't even know, but that sound racist though.
Yeah,
Romanowski.
Racist, yeah.
Romanowski. It's too many syllables not to be
Definitely
racist.
I be feeling some way about anything that land with a ski. Like it's gonna be so long, like Dirk Nowitzki.
Man,
them skis just be kind of
and you see he had to overcompensate with the plates and aluminum foil.
Up. That's when I knew he was good. I'm like,
that's when you had to stop hating. You was like, oh nah, he for real. Like, cause sometimes they get a black girlfriend or a black wife, and I be hating. I ain't gonna lie, I be hating. Like, man, you doing too much. I don't like it. What you be thinking about when y'all be? But anyway,
but you know what the difference is with Dirk, right?
When he showed up with that plate, I was like, oh no, she run that house.
No, when I first saw when I first saw he was dating a black girl, I was just like, man, she probably like one of them black girls that is like from Germany or something, or like she ain't really like black. She ain't really like a sister. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about a sister. When I seen that boy coming down the tunnel with aluminum foil on a paper plate, I said, oh snap, he got a real deal sister like Dirk.
I don't know what she look like. I don't know where she from, but
she
might be from Houston.
They had him in the dashiki for their wedding.
Houston, no doubt. Oh yeah,
yeah. Dirk had did the German his German culture part of the wedding. They did the second part with the African culture. Yeah,
all right.
Dirk Witty. Right. That's my man's now.
For sure, and he just got that statue. So shout out to him.
For sure. You know what I'm saying? How was your weekend?
Early Dirk Nowitzki appreciation for some reason.
I know. Them skis, boy. He the only ski holding it down.
He the only ski we recognize over here. It was good, man. A lot of I went to Milwaukee, had a show out there. That was fun. I'm not gonna say what. Look, man, I'm just saying, man, comedy, it's a fun game that you learn, man. You learn the game sometimes, and sometimes you really get good and you feel good at a point where you can start being like, I don't want to do that show. And it's okay to say you don't want to do that show. Mm-hmm. And I'll just leave it at that, man. So that was good, though. Great crowd, amazing crowd, wonderful crowd. So many people in the crowd, to pay like money for tickets, So, I mean... It can only be a great crowd and a great show. But shout out to the comics.
He is definitely talking in code, and I don't know comic code, so I have no idea what he's saying. But I think the comics who listen might understand exactly what he's saying right now.
Great people, though, man. Great people. Love the people. I know that it's a corporation. So, and I've been in I've rapped before. And you notice the type of things when, like, you rapping and they got, like, a schedule where they be like, hey, artists, pay this much, and we going on tour, and you pay, like, this much money, and you can get in front of these people, and you can perform. We got a little prize package for you, and then we going to move right next to the next small town and do this with all of these comics' hopes and dreams. I mean, these artists' hopes and dreams, and, pray on those, so... It's good to know that America's still American. Man. Wow, man. This is why they say don't give me a mic. Anyways, on some lighter news, I ran across something that I found was funny on the internet. Dating girls with guy names. Some girl was mad because her name is like Ricky or something, and she was mad that her boyfriend don't moan her name. And that was funny to me. Yeah. And that was funny to me because I've dated women that would have guy names. And it did bother me. I'm calling you, if your name is shortened to a guy name, calling you your full name. If it's like...
Like what?
Like if your name is, this is the only one that I know. Hopefully, you know what? If your name is Samantha and people call you Sam, I'm never calling you Sam.
Okay.
So stuff like that. But it was a bunch of them I had written down.
You can't be like, man, Sam, this head fire.
Cannot. A Terry, you know what I'm saying? Man, wow. Could Brooke be one? Brooke?
Chris won.
Chris, definitely. Chris goes. It's a lot of them. Ryan. I know a Ryan.
A woman Ryan?
Yes, I know a woman Ryan from high school, and she was cute too. She was a cute girl in high school. She was bad.
Allie, and because my homegirl Big Al, shout out to Big Al. People call her Al.
Oh nah.
So like,
nah.
You couldn't be dealing with an
Al, bruh.
No, that's what
now. Not only is it a dude name, it's my dad. Like this is weird, bruh. Al, that's old. Nah, I'm not doing that. Ain't nothing sexy about Al. I'm sorry. Your name would be Allie, Allison, Alessandra. Whole name.
What about Alex?
Oh, another one. No. Alexandra, Alexandria, all of that.
Say Alexandria in the middle of having sex?
Extra. Yes, you can.
I ain't never said a chick named that long in the middle of, oh my God. Hold on, Alexandria. What? I ain't doing all that. Better call her A.
I call her Zandy. You better femininize that up. I'm just saying, man. Anyway, that's the type of silly stuff I think about over the weekend.
All right, I had some super silly conversation I had over the weekend, and I said I'm definitely bringing this to the podcast, right? So I'm in a group. We talking hip hop. You know what I'm talking about?
Hip hop.
You know what I'm saying? Dude in the group says one of the most asinine, like blasphemous comments I've ever heard. I'm gonna get to the cliff notes. My man said Future is a better rapper than Jay-Z.
As soon as you said Future, I knew it was gonna be a take that it was gonna be unqualified by somebody. Because whenever these guys, I don't even want to call them young no more because they come in all ages now. But these guys,
this guy wasn't young,
right? Whenever these guys come out and they start their Future, I'm done.
Then it got worse. It got worse.
And I don't even like Jay-Z like that. He'll tell you. I'm the first one to hate on Jay-Z, but that's blasphemy.
That's blasphemy. Like,
nah.
It's going to get to where I'm going to get to at the end of this. I just want to make sure you understand how crazy this is. He then said, T.I. is a better rapper than Nas. So then,
I ain't even going to lie. That's a closer one. It's wrong, but it's closer.
This became my discussion with him. I said, dude, if you say you enjoy Future music better than Jay, I'll give you that. If you say you enjoy T.I. music better than Nas, I'll give you that. We could debate it, but like I can't say
debate personal favorites.
Exactly. But actual rapping, we could debate this, bro. T.I., I love T.I. Bro, he is not holding a candle to Nas on like rap. I don't care how elaborate T.I. vocabulary is. Yeah. He ain't putting it together like Nas.
Nah.
Bro.
And how many stories T.I. told in his raps?
I ain't never heard one when he's telling about a story about a gun backwards. It's a lot of stuff I ain't never.
Yeah, and I don't like his life story. That's great. Everybody do that. That's cool. That's an easy story. I was selling drugs, and now look at me now.
From the trap to the rich gang. Okay, that's great. Yeah, we got you.
And I'm not dissing T.I. because T.I. is like a lot of people. I don't think him
one of the best albums ever from down south.
I don't think him and Lil Wayne is as far fetched as they saying. Although I think Lil Wayne is walking away with that in the verses, but I don't think it's gonna be a 15-5, fucking 17-3 like people be thinking.
Tip got
so
no disrespect Tip.
Yeah, but with all of that respect put on his name, nah, not for Nas. I don't see it lyrically. Now, if you're talking versus style, of course.
Talk about music, okay, yeah. I can let you get that.
We talking versus style, we talking hits, whatever. But we talking about lyrically to artists, to lyricists, to rappers, nah. And like you say, it's many words, big words, putting them together, all of that, great. But Nas is a different level, and you got to hit certain things and check certain boxes. Shout out to the JBP because they coined that years ago. But I don't want to be taking stuff. I'll be cautious about that. Anyway, but you got to check certain boxes to reach these levels. And see, I didn't check the boxes that lyrically, me personally, in my personal opinion, lyrically that Nas has to even get to a level to be like, yeah, he better than him. Yeah. This is a discussion we don't even have to have with a Future and a Jay-Z. No, Everybody, it was y'all know how y'all feel about Future and Jay-Z? Yeah, that for T.I. and Nas on a smaller scale.
Then I made this comment, and this had everybody in like shambles, right? I say, honestly, I don't respect your hip-hop opinion if whoever you say is the greatest rapper of all time is not from New York, right?
I don't even know.
Up, right?
Yeah, because I don't know if I can wholeheartedly agree with that one. But
and I said, you know what? I'm gonna bring it to the podcast and let's debate it.
I don't know if the best rapper ever is from New York. It's a lot of
who.
You don't want to know who I'm gonna say, man.
Because I wouldn't. Outside of your arrogant ass saying sincere life.
Nah, I would never do that. I would never disrespect hip hop and say me.
Who's the greatest rapper?
Right now or ever?
I'm talking about ever. I ain't say you can't say the best rapper now ain't from New York because I don't feel like a lot of New York dudes
I think it'd be best to qualify that statement if you say that a lot of the greatest rappers come from New York. They probably have a bigger team than a lot of other places.
The greatest rap, and I ain't from New York. The greatest rappers historically all came from New York.
Okay, all right.
So how can whoever you say is the greatest rapper of all time ain't from New York?
What's you qualifying as rapping or a rapper? Is we just talking lyricism, and all of that, or we talking sales, songs?
I'm talking about the entire package.
All right, if we talking about the entire package, then I might go with. Are you saying that it's not some of?
I'm not saying
the greatest. Okay, the greatest
is from
entire package. Greatest might be from New York. I'll give you that just because I don't want to have the biggest argument. But are you saying that there's other people that may rap better than that person? They just don't have what some would call the total package? Okay, or you saying that nobody ever gonna rap better than this person because they the mecca?
I'm saying whoever you want to name as the greatest rapper, if they don't hail from New York, I don't respect your opinion. There's no rapper you can name that's not, like, if we talking about who the greatest rappers of all time, right? What's the one name everybody gonna throw out?
Where's Eminem on your list?
Eminem is not the greatest rapper. That's something that niggas is not putting Eminem over. It's probably seven rappers,
That's
bro.
why I asked. That's why I asked.
And I'm a Michigan
because
nigga,
I know how that's gonna come off. I know how that's gonna be. They gonna be like, don't nobody listen to Eminem. I get that. I don't really listen to M when I'm trying to turn up or when I'm like that. But when I want to hear lyrics, that's what I go to. If he put something out, that's what I'm checking for. I'm also a lifelong Eminem fan, but technical rapping, I mean, him and Tech Nine is a little better, but they got to be up there in the greatest list. So I'm saying, if we was to put teams together, New York would probably have more people on their team if we really talking greatest with that pen. But it ain't to diminish. It's a lot of other people out there. It'll be a hard league if they was all in the same league.
I'm not trying to make it seem like it ain't people that's nice from other places. And my personal favorite rappers, Bump J in my top 10. You know what I'm saying? My personal favorite. Now, my point is this. If I'm going to actually be like, these the 10 greatest rappers of all time, I'm not going to say Bump. Even though that's my personal, nigga, I'll play Bump over Nas any day.
I get that. That's my Gucci Mane argument. I got it. I know what that is. But what I'm saying is, even without that, that's why I had to ask, what's the qualifying of this? And if you say total package, I get it, because when you say Eminem, or when I say Eminem rather, you can't say the total package, because the first thing you said was, nobody listened to him. Well, you didn't really say that, but I said that. What you were saying was people wouldn't say that he's better than, it's 7 rappers. People wouldn't say everybody gonna have 7 rappers better than Eminem.
You ask a bunch of white kids, a bunch of suburban kids, the Eminem gonna be one of the first things come out their mouth. You ask dudes from the environment, and you say the best rappers, bro, you gonna hear a lot of names before you hear a lot of people saying M.
And I get it.
And I rock with M. I love the Slim Shady LP. The first 2-3 Eminem albums was fire. And then that shit started getting weak,
Alfred
bro.
Hitchcock, the music to be murdered by, side A and B.
This is my house. I remember all the
it's
stuff with
it's
the rucker.
Stuff on there.
He used to be dope.
But I'm a fan of the technical rapping. So even if I might not relate to how he feel about his mom or his baby mama and all of that,
I like some of them joints.
Yeah,
I like Kim.
That don't shock me at all.
Just the two of us. You trying to hide the body too? I rock with this, M. M's storytelling was nice. The Slim Shady, Rain Dad like Jim Brady. I'm an M80. You little like that Kim lady. Like he was spitting back. He was spitting, bro.
Naughty ride the rhymer. Cursing that you play is worse than Marty Schottenheimer. You whack it. Let me stop, okay? Let me stop.
M was.
But we get copyright stricken.
Y'all don't know. You might have to beep out that mess around with M.
I know, right? I was like, we appreciate you.
It was only 4 bars. It was only 4 bars.
But no, like I still rock with M. But like I say, I'm a fan of the technical rapping. But I understand that he not accepted like that as far as in the masses, especially in hip hop, what you call the core hip hop. Yeah, he get his props and all of that. But as far as it's still that nobody listens to him. Who relates to that? Blah blah blah. And so I get that. So you would need somebody, if you're going to give him that crown, it would have to be, somebody else. I just don't want to give it to, it's definitely going to come from New York. Man, there's some kings out there, man.
It is. But like I say, people always like to say Tupac. Well, Tupac, the greatest rapper ever. That's California, right? No. Tupac was born in Brooklyn, New York.
You can't do that.
Yes, we can. All right, cool. He moved to Baltimore.
You ain't never heard Tupac in no rap scream Brooklyn, New York.
Don't matter what he screamed. He was born in New York.
That's like Brooklyn claiming Michael Jordan.
They could.
No, they can't.
That's where he's born.
They can't. He used to give New York Knicks buckets. He broke hearts in the Knicks.
Loved being home.
No.
He loved being home.
Nah, because
when you get home, you always a little extra. You a little extra when you home. You be on the road, you just go through the motion. You home, you like, what? I mean, I'm putting on 45 people. Why? I think I'm at the crib.
His home is North Carolina. Let's not disrespect, okay?
I ain't never seen him do it in Charlotte.
He had a little.
He put up 55 in Charlotte.
I know, because he bought the team. Because he went there and bought the team and was like, I'm going to come home and buy my home team. That's what he did.
It was cheaper than trying to buy the Knicks. He ain't dumb. That's the economical move.
That might be true.
Remember, he bought the Wizards first. That wasn't too economical. That was a little expensive. And then they hold him.
Did he buy? I think, you know what? I'm going to give him.
Part ownership. Then he gave his ownership up to go back and play for them 2 years. And thought he was going to get his ownership back once he built the equity up in the company, which why he went back to play to begin with. And then they was like, oh, no, we ain't selling you back your ownership. We think, thanks for the money, though. And he said, you know what? The hell with y'all. I'm going to go buy the whole Charlotte.
If Michael Jordan had LeBron's technology, he'd be playing right now. 60. Putting up at least 25 and 5.
Real talk.
Let him get in one of them ice chambers.
Speaking of ice chambers, somebody had an ice cold mouth this week.
Man, bro was wilding, and I loved every minute of it, man. If y'all haven't seen it, y'all should definitely go check some of these out.
Yo, this guy Keith Murray. Well, of course, we can't play the audio from this.
Yeah, nah.
But
it's somebody else's content. But go check it out.
But check out.
Just
put him
look
in
up
your search bar.
Just look up Keith Murray interviews.
I'm telling you, some of the funniest stuff you gonna hear, see, whatever.
What's the story that got you to be like, oh wow, this I got it. What's
all right? I mean, I heard. So I just saw one earlier today that was wild too. But the initial one that caught me when he started talking about some celebrity women who he had sexual interactions with. Yeah, I think that's good. That's good guideline.
Yeah, that's cool.
Good sexual interactions with, right? And then
allegedly though, he's had some alleged. And I just learned that we have to say allegedly every time we say a claim. Yeah, you can't just say it up top.
What they call it, spreading fake news.
Yeah, so you got to say allegedly every time you assume the action.
Yeah. So, and then I said, that's kind of wild. And I see the backlash he getting, people telling him, that's wrong and you should do this, that. So I'm like, huh.
Oh, no, before we get into that, we about to have, look, dude was wilding. He was talking about some of our favorite rap ladies.
Of all time. The queens.
The classics. Like everybody that we grew up with, if you in our age range.
Oh, we can say these names.
I don't want to say the names.
I'll say the names. He was discussing legendary women allegedly like Foxy Brown.
But the way he was doing it is wild because he like so crazy and animated. She was giving me the wild top. I'm talking, and I was like, whoa! And I'm like, dude, relax. You can't be doing all that. He was like, she ain't gonna care about I say this, man. Everybody know it's true. I'm like, no, this is not cool. This, but when he did that though, I was like, hey, more Keith Murray. Whatever he talking about, I want to know. So this channel know what they doing.
all costs.
Yeah, he needs to protect himself. All right,
Yeah,
just wild stories that he's talking about, and
I was watching
question.
the joint on my way to the. Hold on, we can get back to my question. But on the way here, I was watching the joint where he was talking about Corinne Steffens allegedly having an interaction with her, and he was going to pull out his man. So he told the interview, he say, "Hold up, man, so you can see I'm like a porn star. So you can see this, I'm finna pull out my John." And I'm like, whoa, bro. I go to trying to like skip ahead and shit, but then. As I'm thinking, like, wait a minute, why is this nigga? He's still. I look at the time of the video. It's still like 7 minutes left. I'm like, it's a long video.
It was
gonna whip
super early, you know. And then after that, like he talking about it or whatever, he gets so much into it that he stands up, turns around for a minute, and you don't know what he finna turn back around with. And right about then is when the camera dude finally says, "Hey man, nah, don't do that." And I'm like, it's a. So as soon as he said, "I'm about to," hey, no, bruh. He didn't say nothing. No verbally said nothing. And then, you know, of course,
he was waiting for
he
it.
turned back around with his arm imitating it like, you know, he in college or something. Y'all know how they do when they playing.
But see, look, that's the same thing I said.
And he say, and she just came, what?
He said she was the black hole.
He said, I was like, dude, you is wilding.
But that's what I was saying. Like, when my man was like, I'm finna pull out, right? When I seen it was still like 7 minutes left in the video, I'm like, what you waiting for? Bro, that would been the end of the video. I literally be like, hey, man, cut the cameras, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, how did this even make it in
out of here?
How did this make it in there?
I'm like, what can you possibly have 7 more minutes after he said finna whip out? Bro, that's the end of the interview, bro. You wilding. Like, nah, I'm good on this.
Because I know it ain't nothing but dudes back there, I'm assuming, you know? Because I know it's a dude interviewing them. But anyways, man.
Yeah, man, my man's
it brought up on that question that because he said some other stuff about some other tricks that he allegedly had.
A lot of reckless stuff. So then because of the backlash he was getting, I had the question. Is it a double standard when men discuss their sexual conquest with famous women versus famous women discussing sexual conquest with the men?
You know what? At first I was about to say it definitely is, because it's always a double standard with men. Mm-hmm. But I thought about it, and I don't think so. I think you get treated kind of the same way. Because when Superhead did that, if I'm remembering correctly, because, you know, she put the book out and everything. Mm-hmm. If I'm remembering correctly, a lot of people, they wouldn't, like, that kind of messed her up. Like, she didn't really progress too much more in her career as she could have had she been doing that on the low. She could be so far right now if she kept that on the low.
That's valid. That would be a valid
But
point.
not only her, a lot of, like, women, the girl with the Clippers did the same thing. The Clippers owner, old girl. You know, when she outed him.
How long ago was this, though?
This was, I mean, whenever he lost his team. Don't get me to trying to remember. So this
years ago, dates. Right? This is what
it was in the 2000s.
But this is what I'm saying. This 20 years ago.
It was in the teens.
Currently, right now, I think it's a double standard. Because the women will almost get protected. So, like, a woman like Lori Harvey, for example, allegedly, and some of the things that she's done, you have people stick up for her, like, why y'all worried about her? She a grown woman. She can do whatever she want to do, right? Nobody cares about the people she dealt with being exposed. But then Keith Murray talks about it, it's like, oh, that ain't even G. Like, why you talking about it?
You know why? Because Lori Harvey.
Honestly, I wouldn't talk about it either. That's wow.
Lori Harvey not talking about it. Lori Harvey
is Amber Rose.
Did she expose anybody?
She said allegedly her ex Mr. two letters in his name, like the fingers in his
okay, you're talking about that when they try to use in a diminishing way. Because I'm thinking, like, the way I'm trying to compare it the same way, and the way that Keith Murray kind of doing it is like,
he reckless.
Yeah, it's super reckless. It's borderline disrespectful, and it's just like he coming off saying that, like, these not like women that people look at in a light or cherish in a certain light, or at least have a certain hip hop royalty on, which kind of goes back to my black royalty thing. You can't, like, we can't protect each other. But anyway, it's certain like stuff like this that if this is allegedly true, you should have to get in the business to know these old stories. Like, you shouldn't just be using it to just jump out there and put it out there. Now, me personally, I don't believe it, but it's just, come on, it's funny.
You don't believe some of them stories true?
Nah. I think
they true.
I don't believe none. The story about Puff and Suge in the club.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
And Puff and Suge is in the club. Something happened, and they sitting there, and allegedly Suge just woke up, and he spent the round. He stood up, and Suge smacked the sound of Puff. And he said, man, wow. I was like, dude. And he was like, Puff was like, that's what I get for being too nice. No, I don't believe that happened.
Yeah, I don't think that happened.
But that visual,
Puff had some people around him back in them days.
Come on, bro. But I look at it like a cartoon, though. On Family Guy shit, right? Just a Family Guy joke. You know how they'll say something and then the quote pop up and then you just get the visual of the joke? Mm-hmm. That's what you do with a Keith Murray interview. When he say something, you pull up that goddamn clip and then you put that visual up, and that's how you watch a Keith Murray interview. Because he gonna say something and it's funny.
Like,
don't believe none of that stuff.
I don't know. I just feel like for the most part, if a dude it is dudes who definitely be lying on their young boy down there. But for the most part, I feel like if it's somebody who willing to say something like that in public, it probably hold a little bit of truth to it. Like, what you gain from lying about it? He don't gain from lying about it.
You ever be on the block before, and then it's like a dude that come up, and he might like purchase from some friends of yours or something, and then like when he like be doing this thing, like you'll see him at the store later, and he be coming up to you and he be like, "Hey, young buck, let me tell you, da da da," and he get to telling you all this wild stuff about.
That's Keith Murray.
I didn't say that was nobody. I just asked you a question if you knew what that was like.
If you know, you know.
I just asked you a question if you could relate to that situation.
That'd be sad.
That's all I did.
At this point, that's the Keith Murray nigga. Everybody know that nigga around the way. Yeah, like, damn, Keith Murray, you done became that nigga.
Don't put that on me. I didn't say nobody nothing. I just asked you if you relate to that situation.
Man.
Oh, man,
I'll tell you one thing I don't relate to.
What's that?
This bullshit Gabrielle Union was talking about this week.
Oh, man.
So.
All right.
I don't know if you've seen it. You seen the little Gabrielle Union quote about how comfortable she felt cheating on her ex-husband because she paid all the bills?
Yeah, definitely seen that. I couldn't wait to get here to talk about it. So I'm gonna let you go though, because yeah.
All right. So first off, that in itself is fucking ridiculous. Like, I don't like it, right? But like,
I wonder why.
I don't want to go into these I try to stay away from celebrity gossip, but sometimes we read something that we can make it something better, something different, different discussion, right? So this became my discussion. Craig, do you think whoever pays the bulk of the bill should have a free pass to cheat? I want to switch the question since this is the logic she had, and some people actually co-signing this and saying, "Girl, I understand." Like, there was a lot of women saying, "Girl, I understand."
See, now what you first did is change the question, because what you said is the bulk of the bills, which will bring it more in a realistic situation.
Let's say all. You right.
Bulk of the bills, no.
Let's say most situations, no. You right. I did say bulk.
All of the bills.
I'm gonna keep it to her. Yeah. She said all. Okay.
All of, and keep in mind, she a star.
No, I don't know. Let's remove the star part. Let's just say the person in a relationship pays all the bills. Is that a free pass to cheat?
I'm going to answer this question, and then I'll go into why I think that the star part does come into, if we're talking about her, it does come into it, and it could probably still go into any other woman. But to answer your question, just the money, she paying all the bills. Me. This is me. I ain't saying men. Me. I would expect that she cheating on me. I would be blessed, lucky to still be living there and getting the pussy. Honestly, to tell you the truth, I'm not paying no bills.
You be fucking up your cool. That nigga like shit. Me, go ahead.
I'm just saying, bro. What do you? Because on the flip side, I only want to do that because I be keeping it even, and I'm thinking about me. On the flip side, I'm paying all the bills in the crib. If I'm out and I see something and something see me, and we want to get into it, I'm probably going to try to make that happen with her. And I'm not going to be thinking about, oh man, at the house because this love and stuff and da-da-da. In my head, I might be thinking about I deserve this for a little bit.
So should it be a pass? Even if your girl asks about you, like, I just fucked some little bitch. Like, should you get the pass?
No.
She said, but I'm saying, this is what I'm pointing. When Gabrielle said it was a lot of women saying, like, I understand, girl. Like, I feel.
Oh, that's just pussy privilege right there. Because if she, I didn't hear the part where she said that she would go in and be like, oh yeah, I was just with I don't want to put that on that man name.
What I'm saying is she said
I was with Malik Yoba.
She never felt bad about it. She never felt shit. So she basically was on some nigga time. The same stuff women complain about us being on. Like, y'all niggas just do whatever. Y'all don't even care. Y'all don't feel shit. Y'all just woody woo. When she said it, it was women saying, I understand.
Now,
so what I'm saying is, okay, let's even out the playing field.
It's a deeper conversation with that, though. If you just want to go, to the thing that women be saying about us, like how we be doing. When a woman does that to a man and she making the most money, she probably don't even look at him like that or have the same respect for him like that anyway. So she not even looking at him like this, king type figure that a woman would want to
value only his
submit and be to.
Capabilities?
I don't know what this dude was doing, because obviously Stedman is chilling. And he ain't got no problems, and they ain't got no problems, and Oprah seemed to be very content, and but Stedman seemed to be.
We don't know. Stedman might be checking Oprah on all kind of shit.
That's what I'm saying.
You never know.
Stedman might be a man in that relationship. Gabrielle Union comes off to me as somebody we seen her in interviews. We know her. That's a powerful.
Even her characters in movies.
Come on, that's a powerful black woman. She not going for none. So if you come at her with that beta ass energy and she paying all the bills and you can't even be a man to her while she paying, she probably gonna be, fuck nigga. I'm gonna cheat on you. You know how many dudes shooting at me now? I'm moving up. I'm doing this, and you not even progressing in the background. We don't know if she hitting him up. Hey, what do you want to do? I could probably fund you now when he on some trying to be a man. I'll do it on my own type shit. All right, do it on your own. I'm gonna be fucking over here with LL. We got Deliver Us from Eva shooting. Like it's crazy out here for me. And I'm trying to bring you with me, and you on your man shit. Be on your man shit. It's a lot of times. I'm not saying that's that situation.
So why men can't be on the same type of time? Why we get demonized if we on the same type of energy? Flip everything you just said, and now it's the dude. He pay all the bills.
You know why? Because in the traditional,
he looking at his woman like a woman. She ain't doing her womanly part. He pay all the bills. He don't feel like she being a woman about her
right.
shit.
You just said the key word. You just said the key word. He going to the
grocery store. He in there getting some steak and eggs
you
for
just
breakfast.
Said the key word.
Bad little cashier. He want to fuck with the cashier. Why he can't fuck with the cashier? Why I got to be something different? Why he ain't shitting out? Why he don't care about his family? He paying all the bills. He got all the steaks.
If she not taking care of
the cashier, my nigga.
If she not, I agree. But if she not taking care of the crib, then yeah, I definitely agree. Because if she not taking care of, being the woman or being his piece or whatever they saying these days, like if she not contributing to his life in the way that he feel is conducive to him constantly getting what he getting and getting the money out there, if he don't see the value in her and she don't show her value to him, then yeah, that's gonna happen all the time, because he gonna be out here looking, or he just that type of dude and he need to find the women that, I don't want to say devalue themselves, but the women that's okay with the value that he put on them. And those women exist. And I think the problem come when you try to make the woman that don't want to be that and vice versa. Because sometimes it can backfire when you try to make the woman that don't want to be what up there, and you try to bring her up there and she like, yeah, but it might be a nigga richer than you that I like. Yeah, so then I'm gonna be she gonna be on fuck shit.
I agree. You definitely got to find women who understand what you bring in and they appreciate that. Because if you a woman out here, especially these days, if you making 6 figures or something like that, yo like batch of men that's gonna be making what you make or more is very small. And then that would mean even the ones that you can come across, you gotta be extraordinary, because you know how many women who under 100,000 that he can get easily. Yeah. How many chicks who make about 35 to about 55,000 a year who this man can go pull, who looking good.
Yeah, and he wouldn't mind, going to holler at them and putting them in a position to possibly be where he at. Let me get you a hair salon. Let me buy you with this. Let me buy you with that. And
he ain't gotta do that. I don't even want to do that. I'm gonna go set your life up.
But we going in the tax bracket of the men that got like this money. And if you want to go higher, that's definitely happened if you go on NBA, NFL, and depending on how bad you is, that's not far fetched, bro. Like it's a lot of regular women messing with these guys.
I don't want to do that. I don't even want to put the.
You probably get your hair cut somewhere or your hair done somewhere right now, and that lady is getting funded by a basketball player, and you don't even know, or has been funded. You know, like I'm gonna get this for you because I like you. That's how they play. I want to put it
on regular shit. I don't even want to put it on. He's trying to get this chick who make $45,000 and all of a sudden give her a salon. And no. You made $45,000. You met this man. He was making $160 or whatever. He one of these type of high value men, as they call them, right? He could take a chick that's make $40,000 and say, quit your job. If she look how he want her to look, if she treat him how he want her to treat him,
$160,000 ain't enough. If I got $160,000, you might still have to work. It's not enough for me to be like, quit your job.
He a high value man.
I got you.
He might not want her to quit working, but it'll be his choice. He don't care just because you make $100,000. That don't make him no difference.
Hey, if he got
$100,000 ain't his money, no way.
If he got $160,000 and he tell you to quit your job, you go ahead and quit and marry that man. He is being faithful. He can't afford no hoes. He ain't got it. I promise you. 160 and telling you to quit. Bro, he got to take care of both of y'all now.
Depending on the lifestyle he want to live, you can live real comfortable off 160.
That's what I'm saying, but not with no hoes though. Like because you got to do that for more people.
Depending on what you driving. Them hoes, bro.
You just told her to quit her job, so depending on what y'all driving. When you tell her to quit, it's not you no more. It's y'all. You got a car, she got a car. She got input on where she finna live at because y'all got to live.
If he ain't got hella debts, 160.
Nah, bro. I'm cool. Right. 160
in this city,
160 telling you to quit is a faithful man.
160 in this city, bro. You can have a house. Trust me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can have a house,
you can do all that
2 cars, own. You can have a family.
On your own, you can do that. On your own. If you by yourself, say you got no kids, no nothing, you comfortable. Yeah. If you just add a chick and maybe a kid, let's say maybe if you add a kid, now shit get different.
Okay.
But if you just like one of them dudes out here, your kids grown.
What the money you spending on the hoes though? Like what?
You no money on the
hoes? No, sir.
Bro, you pull up.
You might not spend no money on the hoes, but you spend money with them.
Your car note.
Because what if you might? I'm not talking about the girl that you work with. You going on a trip, so you going somewhere. You got to spend money there. If you do want to be in your town, you got to spend money. Hotels, go out. Like if she know you got 160 family like that, you not hitting for free. Nah.
Yes, you is.
I don't think so. That's scary. If you hitting for free, she gonna come back she gonna come get it in blood. You know why she gonna hit your wife and come get it in blood. I promise you.
All messed up out here. All
right, bro.
That ain't how it works. All right,
okay, that ain't how it works.
How it works.
Okay, that ain't. You best to be if she fucking you for free, y'all both broke, and that's a love, right? That's lovely. For real. If your side chick hitting you for free, y'all both broke, that's cool. But if you got any money and you got something to lose, I feel like, nah, man.
So you must just think morally the woman just can't allow that to happen and she needs something in order to be
talking moral. She know you got a girl and she fucking you still.
So
she ain't got no morals. So that means
I don't believe that.
That
Wait a minute. I might have like an old chick or something from back in the day. You have morals. I'm not gonna let her
hey, they got morals. But I'm just saying.
I'm taking that out.
But what I'm saying is you gonna put the trust in like that ain't nothing gonna ever come out, nothing you ever do. Like, I promise you, if, when I was in my 20s, all right, if I would have blown up and became a rapper in my 20s, when I was out here being a young boy, before I became an educated black man, I would have definitely had some drama on my hands because you can't just progress and be up there and then be like, and expect her to still be like, no. She wants some of that. That's a woman, bruh. She's still a woman. She still got the feel emotion. No, she don't want to see that. The reason it was able to prosper so much because I never made it in rap. I stayed broke. So I never had nothing for her to take. But if she had something to take and I didn't give, it would have been a bad time. And that's why people be getting exposed now. Let me stop because I was finna go somewhere and I don't want to bring that man up. I don't want to bring that man up.
I was gonna let you go too. Like, go ahead.
NBA players, you know, just
Which
pay
one?
your money.
Which one?
No, the greats. Talk about something else, man. I don't want to say it.
Go to the morality test. We talking morals.
I don't know where
compass.
we at. Where we at on time?
You got 20 minutes.
Oh, all right.
We got good time. We got good time.
We got good time too. This morality test stuff. I'm gonna need to. My bad, Tyler. If you could, real quick. I hate to ask y'all this on some mid production. Hit that Bluetooth button. Oh man. Oh, you know what? Off of the before we get into that, and we'll get back to the morality test for sure because I'm doing this. But I thought about this, right? This all right. Your girl go to work. You know, every day y'all chilling. She chilling. She go to work, come home. Go to work, come home. Go to work, come home. Years of this, whatever. Y'all together. A nigga send her some flowers at the job. You know, she take them, all of that. She bring them home though.
The flowers that
a nigga sent her to her job. She bring them home. How y'all feel about that? What do that mean?
First off, what flowers?
Oh,
Secondly,
man. Oh man.
What job?
You quitting that.
Thirdly,
oh man.
our phone. Got me fucked up.
What are you talking about, right? Oh
Yeah,
man.
let me check that shit out, man. I ain't even a let me see your phone type nigga. Like, hold on, what happened?
Yeah.
Somebody sent you flowers to your
Why
and
he feels
and you felt the need to bring it home?
Why he feels so
Run all
comfortable
your
doing
privacy.
this?
Yeah,
You know?
like, run all your privacy.
Oh man.
Why you feel comfortable to come home and let me see this nigga send flowers to your job?
Shouldn't respect y'all union no more.
Me at all.
Because you keep them
I'm
at your
pack my
desk.
shit up and leave, like on some real shit.
Bruh.
If I saw that, I'm probably packing my shit up and leave.
Now, if you keep them at the job, keep them at your desk, all of that, I'm not even that mad at that because at least you respect this union. You know that you're not even going to let me see that, bring that home, but you might want to take them. You might even be flirting with the dude, might like him, want to get with him after me. Cool. Respect this union, though. Don't do that.
That's a
blatant violation.
Yeah, that's a violation.
Super extra. Oh, no. I couldn't have it.
It's bad enough. The dude, like you said, the dude felt comfortable enough to even do it in the first place. That's bad enough, right? It's even worse that you felt comfortable enough to say, I like these so much, I want to keep them. These will look real nice in the kitchen when I cook dinner for my nigga and my kids.
Bruh.
You are about to experience like
a whole different type, and then they'll come at you and be like, "Nah, I just like them. It don't mean nothing. It means everything. It means everything. The fact that you don't know that it means everything means even more."
Sometimes I feel like women don't be using, because it's the thing. If that's flipped, I know this for a fact. Because I told you this story in the podcast before when I came to the house with a shot glass from an ex-girlfriend and left it on the table and it went hella left and I broke a Mickey Mouse jar. If you was to come in the crib with something your woman would deem unacceptable, and you felt the need to not only not hide it, but put it somewhere where she can physically see it, bro, she can stab you, and women would be like,
He talking about an ex and something she ain't noticed, all of that. If you leave your crib for work and you leave with some Tupperware for your food, your lunch, and you come back with that Tupperware in a plastic bag, she like, where you get that plastic bag from? And you tell her that Julie gave it to you, problems, bruh. Fuck Julie care about what your burden on your hands for? You can't carry Tupperware? Bruh. How she know what you? It's a big deal, bruh.
You just told that story. That happened. It was the reverse though. So I went to work. That day she had the day before she cooked. I ain't gonna say no names. I don't want to say nobody's names. The day before she cooked, right? And then when I got the next morning for the food, she had ate the last of the food. So I'm like, yo, you ain't leave me no food. Like, I ain't got no food to eat. She's like, oh, my fault. I thought you had already ate. I'm like, I did, but I thought you was saving something for me for lunch. You know, that type of thing, right? Mm-hmm. So I get to work. I ain't take no food. I get to work. Co-worker at work gave me some food, right? It's fine, too. So much food she gave me that I ate a little bit at work and took the rest home. So I came back in the crib with the Tupperware with food in it.
Oh, man, bro.
It was a whole blow up, bro.
Why is she cooking for you?
And she didn't even cook for me. It's just she had a food and was like, "You ain't got no food." I'm like, "Nah, I didn't tell her what happened." I'm like, "No, my girl gonna eat up the leftovers, whatever." She's like, "Oh, here, you know."
Oh, and you told
my girl didn't know this.
You wow! Oh, you didn't tell your girl that. Okay, that's why I reacted. I thought you told your girl like, nah. I told her that you didn't cook nothing, so I was like, oh, you trying to break up?
I did tell the coworker
summertime coming.
Because I always had food. She was like, he said something.
he trying to get out of there. That's what he said.
You gotta pay electricity bills again.
Damn, that's wild,
so
bro.
I'm like, she's like, you ain't bring no food? I'm like, nah, you know what I'm saying? We cooked. I think I said we cooked yesterday, but my girl ate the rest of the food, whatever. She was like, oh, I got plenty of food. I think it was I want to say it was some lasagna or something. But like, I was like, oh, I'm like, nah, it's good. She was like, no, I don't want you not to eat. You know, so she gave it to me. So I'm like, oh, okay. You know, I ain't gonna keep saying no.
I get it. Very regular, innocent stuff.
Innocent. It didn't look innocent when I came home with that Tupperware with some lasagna in it, though.
And she probably, and as far as...
And then my black ass cat right in the microwave.
As far as she know... I know, right? You can't get enough of this bitch cooking. All she know is that bitch came in there in an apron, nothing else on, swaddling her way in that motherfucker with her hand like this, and was like, Queasy, you want some of this? That's what she thinking in her mind. Bad bitch too, like bad. She don't know this lady's 78 years old, cooks for everybody all the time.
The lady was an old Asian lady.
I know, right?
That's really what it was.
Bring in egg rolls every Thursday.
Man, she look out for everybody. That day she just had that big ass thing of fucking lasagna and looked out. It was like, appreciate it. I almost had her name. Shout out to her though. You know what I'm saying?
You know?
But yeah, it didn't go well. So to your point, you're right.
Nah.
I'm saying if you be, I like to always flip it. Like, okay, let's flip the tables. Man, women ain't going for that.
Nah, man, you can't do it. You know how much stuff I done left in the car, threw away before I got home. Nah, man, we good.
Like, damn, I really wanted to eat that too.
I don't even tell her. Like sometimes it be mad desserts managers be bringing me. Like my manager brings, she had this cherry cheesecake and like chocolate cake at the bottom. Mm-hmm. Excuse me, bruh. Shit was fire. Think I took some home and was like, hey, no, never. I mean, both of these.
Gotta throw it away.
Nah, I ate the other one on the way. I ate one on lunch, and then I ate the other one on the way.
I say, if it ain't gone before you get there, you gotta throw it away, because that's what you need to do is go to your car, and I'll sit on your passenger seat, and they're like, where'd you get this from? I'm like, oh, God, no.
Man, you ever forget like something, like to throw something away, and then she catch it, she see it or something?
Yep, that shot glass.
Man, bro. It's wild. I forgot where I was. I had something in the car, or like somebody taking somebody home, some comedic, something or whatever. But it was girls in the car, and then and you know one of them had like light hair, and then like it was like a piece of hair.
Oh, I've had that happen.
And then they was like, "Oh, where this go?" I was like, "Oh my God,
what is Christ. Women got like fucking binocular eyes, bro." One time, real talk. I get to the crib. I had went out kicking it. Like, we really just was kicking it. I wasn't on no BS, right? But, you know, you see people out. You give them hugs. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? You know, that's normal, regular stuff, right? Bro, I come home. I'm sitting down on the couch. She's sitting there. And I still have my coat on. And she literally sitting there and was just like.
Oh, man.
Who hair is this? And I'm like,
the
what?
Scariest ever. The scariest thing ever. You don't even know, bruh. That triggered me. That triggered me, bruh. That was some scary. You ain't never been just chilling and then your girl get quiet and reach over to you. Oh, man.
It's almost like, how did you see it, bro?
It's almost like your white flash before your eyes because you start thinking like, what could it possibly be? Da-da-da. And she be like, you had a piece of lint on your... Oh. God damn. I started thinking about 18 different things. Like, oh my God, what could it possibly be?
It's the thing, especially
what am I going to say
when she... You ain't even thinking about that. You like, I wouldn't even know no BS tonight. So it's like, I don't know, but I mean, like it's chilling. Like it ain't even like she's staring at you or nothing. She literally watching TV, and then out the blue, she was just like.
Oh,
like,
no.
like she had I'm saying like a Terminator, bro.
I don't like it. I don't like it
either. These women crazy.
All right. So what we finna do now is this morality test thing. Now, what I came across another thing on the internet, and I thought this is pretty fun. And I suggest also y'all want to have like a conversation and talk to whoever y'all with, y'all dating and y'all together, y'all running out of stuff. Pull up one of these TikToks and then just kind of get into the mind of the person that y'all dealing with. But she got a bunch of morality tests. This lady on TikTok named Katrina Sirju. Katrina with a K, Sirju. And she just put up these morality tests. And never mind, I'm not going to. She bad, y'all. We're going to pull up a random one that I ain't heard yet, so I'm going towards the bottom. I'm going to play it, and then we're going to discuss like the results of what will we do in this morality test. Oh, shit. Let me give y'all some fire.
EMT on shift when you get a call that there's been a severe car accident. They tell you that you need to get to the scene ASAP. You make it to the crash site and look into the car that's been severely hit, only to see your significant other of 15 years in the driver's seat and in the passenger seat, a person of the opposite sex. They are both severely injured and clinging onto life, but your significant other manages to turn to you and say, "I'm sorry." You put the pieces together and realize that your significant other has been cheating on you with the person in the passenger seat. The person in the passenger seat turns to you and says they had no idea that your significant other was in another relationship. You have no time to respond as you see that they both have fatal wounds that if not treated right away will cause their death. You are the only one on the scene as of now. Do you grab your significant other, who you're still very much in love with, and start working on them, causing the other person in the passenger seat to perish before help arrives? Or do you grab the person in the passenger seat, who had no idea about the marriage, and start working on them, causing your significant other to perish before help arrives? Let's test your morality. You are...
All right. So that's it.
Oof, that's rough.
I know, right? It's not so easy now, is it? This is when she was saying it, I kind of thought about it, and I'm gonna just be real with you. For me personally, that's kind of easy for me. Some of these are easy, but I don't know what that means about my morality or me as a person. With all that being said, I'm easily saving my wife. I'm saving my wife. This is who I got more love for. I'm not gonna let the betrayal and all of that just throw all of that away in the day when life is on the line. This is who I got the most love for. I want this person to survive. Just so that bitch can see me leave her when I find out. You best to fucking survive so you could get this goddamn wrath and see me how mad I am. Yes, and I'm leaving you stone cold, no feelings. Saved your life to leave you. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, so she got to survive. But the dude that fucked her, yeah, he can go. I might press on his fucking...
You just made me feel like I'm just like a real fucked up individual. Cause it was easy for me too. Like it was real. It was real easy. So as I'm listening to her talk, and she'd say this situation, I said, "Man, what would I do?" And it was like, "Yep, that's what I would do. I would see them crashed. I would look in, and she would say, 'Sorry.' And I would look at him, and he would say, 'I didn't even know.' I was like, 'Well, I don't know about this crash.' I would walk away.
Oh, damn.
I already got life insurance on her. What you get, bitch? I told you. You hurt me.
Shit. I didn't even think about that.
As far as he go,
y'all married.
Bruh, I understand
15
you ain't
years, so y'all on top of it.
She ain't give a fuck about me.
Damn.
That was God saying, hey,
you
was doing wrong. And I'm going to put this on you. Because I don't put nothing on nobody who ain't strong enough to take care of it. He thought you was going to be strong enough to survive. You would survive. He obviously didn't think so. He put me on the scene. You know, I'm going to get the money, take care of our kids that we had. And my man's, hope his family had life insurance on him. If not, I'll cook some tacos. We could do like a GoFundMe for his funeral or something like that.
That's for his, huh?
Yeah.
That's wild. I don't feel that bad now. You're right. I feel like mine was the right answer. Oh, shit. How much time we got left?
5 minutes.
Oh, 5 minutes. All right, we could do another one. She got a bunch if you want, but that is 5 minutes. We can get into it quick. Unless you got something quick, we can get in and out with.
We got some real quick, right? It's a little quick. So I went to the movies to see the movie Megan, right? It's about a damn android fake Chucky doll, right?
I was just finna say that.
We can
2023 Chucky.
We can almost end on a rant and not even get to my thing I do have in my notes. But I'm gonna just skip that. I have a whole Megan rant. I might just do that off my phone and throw it to the channel. So I couldn't stand that movie, right? But
I haven't heard one good review yet,
bro. It's anyway. So while I'm getting ready for that movie to come on, I seen previews of this other movie, right? And yes, I don't even want to talk about the name of the movie and nothing, right? I just want to talk about what the movie was about. So it's a new movie coming out where the basis of the film is it's the end of the world and it's an apocalypse. The only way to stop this is to sacrifice yourself or one of your most loved family members, right? In the movie, I think it's like a LGBTQ couple, and it was a guy and his husband, and they had a daughter that they had, I'm sure, adopted. So you have to either sacrifice yourself or one of your loved ones, which would have been your significant other or your child. But it's total strangers. What y'all on vacation? It's total strangers that come into your crib and lock you in and say, "Hey, this is your choice. You have to do this, or the world's going to end." Of course, as a normal person, you'll probably be like,
"And this is a movie that's coming out."
This is a movie that's coming out, right?
We got to get the name of this movie. I'm interested. It reminds me of what's that movie, The Box or something? Y'all remember that? They brought it that had like Josh Hartnett and some people in it, I think. Anyway,
this one got Batista.
It probably wasn't called The Box, but it had. I think it was 7. I think the movie was called
7. Yeah.
7 was. 7 was
7. Yeah.
Was
7
Brad
was,
Pitt.
Brad Pitt. Yeah.
That's not. It's not that. It might have been called. Anyway.
So the strangers come and tell you, "Hey, this is what you got to do in order to save the world." And first you're thinking like, "You bull, this BS. Like, there's no way this is true." But then you turn TV on and you seeing natural disasters all over the world. People dying.
Why my family? Is that the part of the movie?
Because the guy is telling them like, "You're chosen." It's like these things come to them and it's a whole. I don't want to get to the movie, right? Look at kind of like the morality test of this, right? That is your choice. You can say no. I'm not going to sacrifice myself or my family, and the whole world end. Or you have to sacrifice your significant other or your child or yourself in order for the world to continue. But you don't even know if this is true or not. What would you do?
I don't know if it's true or not. This is too easy for me personally because I don't know if it's true or not.
But it could be.
And it could be.
Because you are watching natural disasters all over the world happen. And these
right?
random people is in your crib telling you, "Hey, you have to do this or the world's going to end."
And basically what you're telling me is that it's me, my family, or everybody else?
No. If you pick, I don't believe y'all going to die anyway.
That's what I'm saying. But everybody else.
Yeah. Or you can say,
who am I?
I'm going to take the trust. I'm going to trust what you're saying, and one of us is going to get out of here.
I ain't into the business of playing God, bro. Who am I to try to go against God's will? Okay? I'm not here to change nothing, change the course of anything. If this is gonna happen, as soon as you said you don't know if it's true or not, that was my out.
I mean, because anybody don't know if it's true or not. You don't know if it's real.
So I'm initially going off. So what you saying is, if I believe you, then one of us is gonna die and everybody saved. If I don't believe you, everybody gonna die. I don't have a win in this.
So do you feel like, so if you got to kill, so essentially
everybody gone.
So essentially you killing one of your loved ones anyway. You wouldn't take the risk of killing your loved ones to save everybody else?
We all going.
I feel you.
Because if I do one of my loved ones, I got to deal with that still, and I'm still here.
I think I'll just kill myself. If I'm going to die either way, then I just kill myself. Craig, like, not
I don't have no kids though, so maybe if I had a kid,
I'd be. Kids. I'd rather my kids be.
Maybe if I had a kid, it'll be in my heart right now to not even have that joke or that sentiment to be like, nah, man, my kid gotta live. Nah, he'll be me, and then I'll just I get that though, totally understandable, 100%. But I don't have kids, so we all got to go.
For me, selfishness is very impressive.
I've never been. When have I ever got here and claimed to be Jesus? I don't want to be Jesus. I never said I was Jesus. I don't want to be like. I don't want to be like him. I want to say nothing like him because I'm still kind of Christian. But
this is the one time I'm sitting here like, I'm not touching Jeezy.
I know, right?
I think I call him Jeezy.
I'm not finna die for everybody. You know. I know.
This dude is.
I know who my daddy is. You know, I don't gotta. My mama wasn't no virgin, so.
Man, sign this out when you get us in trouble. Get yourself in trouble. You can get no sweet potato pie next holiday.
Oh, look, my mama and God know my heart, okay? Look, y'all, this has been another episode. This was a fun one, man. I had too much fun on here, probably. Episode 53 of I'm Almost Joking Podcast. I've been one half of the Disrespective Collective. Thank y'all for listening, man. We really appreciate y'all. I don't ever get to say that enough. I am Craig Smith, a.k.a. Sensei Life, here with...
It's your boy Queez, a.k.a. Dash. Oh, I don't know. I just thought about this. I went this whole episode and not show no love to my Detroit Lions. Yeah. We got them Packers up out here. Y'all know I live in Wisconsin, so all the Packers fans, I love that all y'all feel sorry right now. So shout out to my Lions, be on the right track. Shout out to my y'all. Pay that man Jamal Williams, bro. And yeah, we that team. He's talking about that team. No, we that team. Yeah, I want to make sure I put that in there too.
Okay.
All right, y'all. We'll see y'all next week for episode 54. Please be sure to check out the grading scale. That's been going up. We appreciate the comments, the numbers on that. You know, we like
shout out to you haters on that too.
I told him not to do it. I told you can't beat Jada. You're not going to beat Jada, bro.
Only because of popular opinion, man. People not even listening. They looking at the screen and being like, Jada. You ain't even listen, man.
We all at y'all next week. We out. This stupid. Jada.